Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gauden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you polled folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 7. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Going to look deep for Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run on first down. Fields.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll run with Scott, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They go again with Scott, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to his tight end all.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers on Moss from last week's game, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This will be, 38 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fields. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Harris running straight ahead.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They're going to try and throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fields. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15. Now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And it's caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Broken up that time by Joey Porter Jr. You look at this Steeler defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fields.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, it's Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the handoff, running left, Moss. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
2nd down and a yard. Moss on the give up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That one caught by all, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. Touchdown!
Zach Moss
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side with Harris. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 13. They'll fire this deep for Hardy.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Marquise Brown, 49 yards.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Carlson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Burrow on play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 3rd and 7.
Burrow will throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They hand this off to Harris. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Burrow on first down, and that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now back to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Now Scott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On the carry, this is Scott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
On the give, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And out Timeout now. Here come the Bengals. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort from the 33. Here's 2nd down and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught left side by Hardman. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They go again with Scott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll run with Scott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Scott. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. On 3rd down, Scott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Now 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Scott, and he'll go down at the 28.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
On second down now, it's Scott, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver, who's in some discomfort. Again, it's Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the second. And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Antonio Gibson
from 13 yards out.
And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, players, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run again with Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Touchdown!
George Pickens,
38 yards.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. To the air again, Burrow.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Finding Hardman here over the middle.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go. 180. 181. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll fire this deep for Hardy.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you, too, in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. The Vikes still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to Keon Coleman. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Connor Hayward.
52 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. But the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go.
2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
I just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's Hardy set to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Harris starts the drive on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Deontay Hardy.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. Able to find Willis. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Want him a little extra space.
Now 2nd and 3.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
A short throw there, pulled in by all.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll look to throw again.
A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
Touchdown, Bengals!
T. Higgins.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
On the give, this is Harris. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
Now a first down carry for Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done. Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Harris. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. 31 yards on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by all. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Chase near the sideline. He's got it.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air again, Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Derek Barnett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's going to launch it for Washington, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And look at this, another fake, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about in pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down. They'll look to throw here. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They run again with Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They run with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll run with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Harris. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Following the play, because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here's Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Hardy. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Deontay Hardy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now Harris fighting him off, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
152 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Able to shake him off. Under pressure, they got him again. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he fakes a spike. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Street's got it, complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Burrow will throw, and that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. That is caught, and they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! Cam Akers from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that gets the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Harris running straight ahead.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
They hand this off to Harris. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Back to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
There he goes, left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
They'll drop to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
42 yards.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. so that drive spanned 5 plays.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.